Hello friends and my dear students, I welcome you all to my channel. I hope you are all well and your studies are also going on well. So this is set 1 of 10 good problems on the chapter of compound interest, where I will solve uh, relatively 10 good harder problems, uh, where the problems have been taken from various the exemplar NCERT exemplar textbook and other competitive examination. If you have not watched the theoretical videos on compound interest in the other playlist, that is CBSE Maths 8 RS Agarwal, I strongly and highly request and suggest that you please watch those videos to have the theoretical background of the concept of compound interest. Then you will be good to solve these problems. Even though some topics are left from the chapter of compound interest, but I will continue to discuss them once I have solved two or three sets of problems, 10 good problems on the compound interest so far that has been discussed in the other playlist. So this video is part of the playlist Maths 8 Hot, where HOT stands for High Order Thinking Problems. If you are new to my channel, or if you are visiting my channel for the first time, and if you are watching this video for the first time, and if you are not yet subscribed and my videos are beneficial to you, then I strongly suggest and request that you please support me by subscribing to my channel, and also do not forget to press the bell icon so that you will be notified by my future videos. So let's get started in solving 10 good problems of set 1 on the chapter of compound interest. Okay, so I have the 10 good problems on the left hand side. I hope the fonts are big enough so that you can read the problems carefully, read the problems properly. Even though the link of the PDF of this problem will be given in the description below, you can also check the PDF from that link. On the right hand side, I will solve the problems, and after solving a problem, I will pause for a few seconds so that you can take a screenshot of the solution if you think it will help you. Now, ideally, you should be able to solve these 10 problems in 30 to 35 minutes, and try to solve the problems yourself. And only if you are stuck, then you refer this solution video. And please remember that I will solve all the problems based on the general formula that I have discussed in the previous theoretical video in the other playlist, CBSE Maths 8 RS Agarwal. Okay, so let's start solving the problems. The first problem says that suppose a certain sum doubles in 2 years at small r percent rate of simple interest per annum, or at r percent rate of interest per annum compounded annually. Then we have in the choices some relation is given between small r and capital R. We have to figure it out what is the relation. So it is given that for both the cases of simple interest and compound interest, the sum is doubling. That is, the amount is becoming the twice the sum. Sum means principal. So for simple interest, we have the sum is usually denoted by the principal. We know for the simple interest, we know that amount is equal to P multiplied by RT by 100, where T is the period in T is the time in years, and R is the rate of interest. For the simple interest, okay, so it is given that suppose a certain sum doubles in 2 years at R percent rate of simple interest. Okay, so for the simple interest case, the rate of interest is small r, and the time is given in 2 years. So we can say it is 2. So we are having 2r by 100 and multiplied by P. We are assuming the sum to be P. Then for the simple interest, the amount will be we know the formula is P into 1 plus RT by 100, and R is for the simple interest is smaller. So we have this. Now this is basically, now it is also given that for the simple interest the sum doubles, that is the amount becomes the 2 times the principal. So the actual formula will become twice P is equal to this. This implies 2, we can cancel P from both sides. 2 is equal to 1 plus 2R by 100 after simplification becomes R by 50. We are having this. Okay, now from here we can see that we can easily solve for R. So we have solving this, we get 2 is equal to 50 plus R by 50. So this implies after cross multiplication 100 is equal to 50 plus R. So this implies R is equal to 100 minus 50, which is equal to 50. Okay. Now for the compound interest, what we are having, P, we are having amount is the same amount. For the compound interest also, the amount is, the sum is doubling. So A is equal to 2P, where P is the initial sum or the original principal, and the rate of interest is R, and T is also 2 years. T is 2 years, and rate per annum is equal to R. So we have the general formula is that amount is equal to P multiplied by 1 plus R dash 1 plus R dash by 100 and multiplied by 1 plus A by B. If you remember my general formula, this. Now this over here we will have 2, because now if I'm using my general formula. Now you can obviously use the special cases of formula, that is the formula for finding the amount when the interest is compounded annually. You have those formula, but if I want to apply my general formula, then for this case we can see that since the compound interest is compounding annually, so this is for compound interest, we can say as per my formula R dash is equal to RU by 12, which is equal to R multiplied by U compounded annually. So we have compounded annually, so U must be 12 months multiplied by 12 divided by 12. So this is R dash is equal to R. Okay, and what about actually in the general formula is 1 plus R dash by 100 to the power n, small n, and this small n and the fraction a by b, in the third factor we are having 1 plus a by b R dash by 100. This a by b and n is computed from t multiplied by 12 divided by u, where t must be in t is years, t is in years and u is in months. So in this case t is 2, we have 12, and u is 12 months, because the compound interest, the interest is being compounded annually. So we have this, so this is equal to 2. Now if t multiplied by 12 divided by u is 2, this will imply, as per the formula or as per the discussion that I did in the last video of in the other channel, that is CBSE Maths 8 RS Agarwal. If you see the last video, you will understand that t multiplied by 12 by u gives, when expressed as the mixed fraction n and a by b. So if n and a by b becomes 2, this will imply n is equal to 2 and the fraction a by b is equal to 0. Okay. So the formula, this formula becomes now a A is twice P, because in this case also the sum is doubling. So we have twice P is equal to P multiplied by 1 plus R dash is equal to R by 100. Small n is equal to 2, and since the fraction A by B is 0, then this factor will become 1. So we have this. So PP cancelled. So we get twice is equal 2 is equal to 1 plus R by 100 square. Okay. Now okay. So this implies this implies 1 plus R by 100. Smaller is 50. Smaller is 50. So now we are having, if we want to solve this equation, we can find R as 1 plus R by 100 will be equal to square root of 2. Square root of 2. And this implies 1 plus R by 1. This implies, if we simplify the left hand side, this is 100 plus R by 100 is equal to square root of 2. This implies 100 plus R is equal to 100 multiplied by square root of 2. This implies R is equal to 100 and square root of 2 minus 1. Now, what is the value of square root of 2? Square root of 2, you should be knowing the value of square root of 2, square root of 3, square root of 5. Square root of 2, I think it is 1.2 something, I don't know. Let's see. It is okay. 1.414. Okay, so this is 100. 1.414 minus 1. This is equal to 100 multiplied by 0.414, and this is equal to 41.4. So R is coming out to be 41.4, and capital R is 41.4, and small r is 50. Small r is 50. So this implies that small r is greater than capital R, or in other words, we can say capital R is smaller than small r. So hence the correct choice is B. B is the correct choice. Okay, let's do problem number 2. Ashima took a loan of rupees 1 lakh at 12% per annum compounded half yearly. She paid rupees 1 lakh 12,360. If 1.06 square is equal to 1.1236, then the period for which she took the loan is. Okay, so we are having compounded half yearly. Okay, so what we are given, the principal P is equal to 1 lakh, that is this is R is given to be 12% per annum. R is 12. Now the interest is compounded half yearly. This means U is equal to 6 months. 6 months. So this will imply R dash will be equal to RU by 12. This is equal to uh, this is equal to RU is 6 and 12. This is equal to R by 2. You must be knowing that if the interest is compounded half yearly, then always R dash becomes R by 2. And if the interest is compounded quarterly, then the R dash will become R by 4. So we have having R dash is equal to R by 2, which is equal to 12, which is equal to 12 by 6. 12 by 2, that is 6% per annum. Okay. We need small n. Now we must have t by 12, t multiplied by 12 divided by u. We must express this as n, the mixed fraction n and a by b. A by b is the fraction and n is the whole part. Whatever the value of t multiplied by 12 divided by u, that we have to express as the mixed fraction n and a by b, because we need n and a by b in the general formula. Now, t multiplied by 12 divided by u is t, over here is in years. So what is t? T is not given. Then the period for which which she took the loan is. Okay. So let t be equals to. So we don't know t. We have to find t. Now if we don't know t, we cannot know what is small n and a by b. So let's use small a and the fraction a by b and see, apply that in the formula and see whether we can. We have to somehow identify the small n and a by b. Then only we will get the t, because the t is not given. We have to find t. And you can see in the choices there are also fractional choice. The choice D is 1.5 years. So quite possibly there will be a fraction, that is a by b will not be equal to 0. Let's see. So okay, now the amount is also given. The amount is also given to be rupees 1,12,000 and 360. So the general formula is amount is equal to P into 1 plus R dash by 100 whole to the power small n, and multiplied by 1 plus the fraction a by b multiplied by R dash divided by 100. Now this implies the amount is given to be 1,12,360 and the principal is 1,000,000. Okay, and what is R dash? R dash is 6. So 6 by 100 to the power small n, and is equal to okay. So we have this 1 plus, we don't know, a by b, R dash is 6 by 100. Okay. Now this implies if we have 1,12,360 divided by 1,000,000. This is equal to 1 plus 6 by 100. Okay, so let it be uh, So this is 1 plus 1 plus 6 by 100 is 106 by 100 whole to the power small n, and we have 1 plus a by b 6 by 100. Now somehow we have to convert the left hand side as and in the exponential form. Now from the left hand side 1 0 cancels out, so we have now 11236 11236. So we can now see that the denominator in the left hand side, the denominator is, if we consider it as a, since we are having 100 on the right hand side, let's express the denominator of the left hand side exponential of the left hand side as a power of 100. So this will be 100 square. Now what will be, so the numerator of the left hand side should also be something square, then only we can express the whole LHS as a square of something, square of a fraction or a rational number. Now 36, let me check if 36 square is equal to 11236 or not. It could be 36, 21, 10, no, it is exceeding 112360. 6, 36, 21, no, it is exceeding, so it cannot be 36 square. 11236 cannot be 36 square. What about 26? 26, no, I think 26 square will be less. Okay, let's see. 11236. Let's try to do prime factorization of 11236. Will it divide by 4? No, it will not divide by 4. Will it divide by 8? No. So let's try with 2. 6, 1, 8, 5, 10, 6, then again by 2, 8, 0, 9. Uh, 29. 1.06 square is equal to 1.1236. Okay, so it is given that 1.06 square is equal to 1.1236. Now the left hand side is basically is equal to, we can see that the left hand side is 1.1236. 36. 1 plus 6 by 100 whole to the power small n, and we have 1 plus a by b 6 by 100. Now So that is a very important crucial information given that 1.06 square is equal to 1.1236. So so we have this, then we are having uh, mm, the right hand side is equal to 106 divided by 100 to the power small n multiplied by 100 plus a by b, 6 divided by 100. Okay, so this implies it is given that 1.1236 is equal to 1.06 square. 1.06 square is equal to the 106 divided by 100 is equal to, as we know, is equal to 1.06 to the power n, and we have 100 plus a by b, 6 divided by 100. Now, clearly one option is that n will be 2. N will be 2 and the fractional part a by b will be 0. This is one choice. And if that is the case, then the period t becomes 2 years. But if we have to check, uh, uh, can n be 1? Now we have to consider all the choices and see whether which choice fits this equation. Now, for the choice A, we are having 2 years. 2 years means t is 2 years. That means t is 2 years means t multiplied by 12 uh, divided by u will be equal to. So let's see. So we are having this from here. Basically, we have to solve for n and a by b. Now, if we cannot solve, if we are stuck at this point and we cannot solve for n and a and b, then it is better we try out all the possible choices. So let's see what is a. A is given that t is 2. So this implies that t multiplied by 12 divided by u is equal to 2 multiplied by 12, and since it is compounding half yearly, we know that u is 6. U 6, so this is equal to 4. This is equal to 4. Mm. So t multiplied by 12 divided by u is 4. This implies n is equal to 4. N is equal to 4. Now, t 2 years, the choice A is given as 2 years, which means t is equal to 2 years. If t is 2, then what is u? U is 6 months. U is 6 months because it is given compounded half yearly. So u is 6 months. So t multiplied by 12 divided by u is 2 multiplied by 12 divided by 6, which is 4. Now, if we want to express 4 as a mixed fraction, n and a by b, then obviously n is 4 and a by b equals to 0. So in that case, uh, the equation will become 1.06 square is equal to 1.06 to the power 4 to the power 4. So this will imply that 1.06 square is equal to 1.06 to the power 4 multiplied. Now, if n is equals to 4, if t multiplied by 12 divided by u is equal to 4, then we are having no fractional part. So a by b equals to 0. So in that case, if this equation, the third factor on the right hand side, the second factor a by b, the fraction a by b will be 0. So we will have 1.06 square is equal to 1.06 whole to the power 4, and this cannot be true. This is false. So choice A is not correct. Choice A is not working. So let's see choice B. T is equal to 1 year. 1 year. So this will imply T multiplied by 12 divided by U is equal to 1 multiplied by 12 divided by 6, which is equal to 2. So this will imply that n is equal to 2 and the fraction part a by b is equal to 0. Now if we are just trying out all the given choices and see whether the value of t in the given choices is satisfying this equation or not. If it is satisfies, then that choice will be correct. So if t equals to 1 year, we are having n equals to 2 and the fractional part is 0. So this will imply if we put in the given equation 1.06 square is equal to 1.06 square, and this part will be 1 because a by b is 0. So this is correct. So we can say that choice t will be 1 year. So the correct choice is B. So this is a kind of a reverse calculation that we are actually validating which of the given possible choices can be the answer. From this equation, it was difficult for us to find out what is small n and a by b, because we need small n and a by b to find what will be the value of t. Okay, let's do problem number 3. A sum is taken for 2 years at 16% per annum. If interest is compounded after every 3 months, the number of times for which interest is charged in 2 years is. Okay, so this is a very fundamental. This question is based on fundamental concept. This is not about finding the compound interest or the amount or the something like that. It is just based on very fundamental concept of how compound interest works. So it is given that a sum is taken for 2 years at 16% per annum. Now this 16% per annum will not be used. It is not required. What is required is that t is given to be 2 years. And what is required is that if interest is compounded after every 3 months, which means u is equal to 3 months. Now what it is asking is, then the number of times for which interest is charged in 2 years is, how many times the interest will be charged. For that we have to calculate t multiplied by 12 divided by u, where t is in years and u is in months, and this we need to express as a mixed fraction. So what is t multiplied by 12 divided by u? T is 2 multiplied by 12 divided by u is 3. This is 8. Now, so this implies when we express 8 as a mixed fraction n and a by b, we get n is equal to 8 and a by b is equal to fraction part is 0. So this means that there are 8 number of complete unit of time in the span of 2 years, which in another way we can say is that we have to calculate the interest 8 times, because we know that in a compound interest we calculate the interest in number of times, where n is the number of complete unit of time that is occurring in the span of given time, that is t. So the answer is 8. So the correct choice is A. Correct choice is A. Okay. Let's do question number 12. Let's do question number 4. Sorry. When principal is equal to rupees capital S, rate of interest is equal to twice R, twice smaller percent per annum, then a person will get the amount after 3 years at compound interest is. Okay, so what is given? P is given to be S. The R rate of interest is given to be twice small r. This is per annum. R is always per annum. And the T is given to be 3 years. T is given to be 3 years, and it is said at compound interest. Now, the problem is saying only that it is only saying that the interest will be calculated at compound interest. It is not saying whether compounded annually or half yearly or quarterly. So, if it is not mentioning how the interest is compounded, then by default we take it is compounding annually, which means that U is equal to 12 months. Now, as we know that to find the amount, we also need the value of small n and a by b, which comes from t and u. Now, so we have to find r dash. What is r dash? R dash is r u by 12. This is the capital R is given to be twice small r, and u is 12 by 12. Now, since it is compounding annually, we should always remember that the r dash will be equal to r, that is the given rate of interest per annum. So, this is equal to twice small r. And what is to find small n and the fraction a by b, we need to compute t multiplied by 12 divided by u. This is t is given to be 3 years, and we are having multiplied by 12, and u is also 12. So, this is equal to 3, an integer. This will imply that the small n will be 3, and the fraction part a by b will be equal to 0, because we need to express the value of t multiplied by 12 divided by u as a mixed fraction in n and a by b. From there, because we need the value of small n and a by b in the formula. Okay. From this, we can now find the amount. It has asked the amount. So, we know from the general formula, amount is P into 1 plus R dash by 100 to the power small n, and multiplied by 1 plus A by B, the fraction A by B multiplied by R dash by 100. Now, this is equal to P is given to be S, and R dash is twice R by 100, and n is given to be 3. N is 3. We have found that n to be 3, and since the fraction a by b is equal to 0, this part will become 1. So, we are having this. Okay. So, this is equal to if we simplify further, 1 plus twice r by 100 is r by 50 to the power 3. So, this is the amount that the man will receive. So, the correct choice is D. D is the correct choice. Okay, let's do problem number 5. The compound interest on a certain time for 2 years at 10% per annum is rupees 525. Sorry, it must be on a certain sum. In the problem, it is given. I did a mistake while writing the problem. It should be the compound interest on a certain sum for 2 years at 10% annum per annum is rupees 525. Okay. The simple interest on the same sum for double the time at half the rate percent per annum is. Okay. So from the compound interest computation, so the T we so for the compound interest we have the T is equal to 2 years. T is equal to 2 years, and the rate of interest per annum is given to be 10% per annum. The compound interest, okay, the compound interest is given to be on a certain sum. Okay, the compound interest is given to be rupees 5 to 5. This is the compound interest. Okay. Now, we know from the compound interest calculation, we know the formula for the amount is A is equal to P 1 plus. Now, the compound interest on a certain time for 2 years at 10% per annum is rupees 525. Nothing is said about whether it is compounded annually or half yearly or quarterly. So, by assumption, if it is not given anything, we should always assume it is compounded annually. So, U will be equal to 12 months. If U is equal to 12 months, this will imply R dash is equal to R is equal to 10. So, we have amount, we know amount is equal to, the general formula is A is equal to P into 1 plus R dash by 100 to the power small n multiplied by 1 plus A by B, fraction A by B, R dash by 100. Okay. Now, for this formula, for this problem, we know the compound interest is given. Okay. Now, it will be a special case. So, what is R dash? R dash is 10. So, 10 by 100, and T is given to be 2 years. So, we need to find N and A by B. We need to find N and A by B. We know that T multiplied, what is, we have to find the value of T multiplied by 12 divided by U to find N and A by B, because we have to express T multiplied by 12 divided by U as a mixed fraction N and A by B. What is this value? T multiplied by 12 divided by U is T is 2, this is 12 and this is 12, U is 12, so this is 2. So, this will imply N is equal to 2 and the fraction A by B is equal to 0. So, now we can say that the formula becomes 2, and this part, since A by B is equals to 0, will be equal to 1. So, this becomes, this is P 1 plus 1 by 10 square. Okay. This is equal to P into 11 by 10 square. This is equal to 121 by 100 into P. This implies the compound interest is given to be 5 to 5. So, the compound interest will be equal to, we know, is amount minus the principal. So, this is equal to, amount is 121 by 100 multiplied by P minus P. This is equal to P, if we take common, we get 121 by 100 minus 1. This is equal to P multiplied by 21 by 100. This is the compound interest, and this is given to be equal to rupees 525. So, we have 21 by 100 multiplied by P is equal to 5 to 5. Okay, so this implies P is equal to 525 multiplied by 100 divided by 21. So this is P, that is the sum was is the sum is this value. Now I will not compute the simplify this value as of yet. I will leave it like this. Maybe this will help in the computation of uh, in finding the uh, simple interest. Okay, so what it is asking? It is asking the simple interest on the same sum. The simple interest, we know the formula is P or T by 100. Now, okay, so what is P? P is 525 multiplied by 100 divided by 21. What is R? R is 2 years. And what is rate percent is same for both the compound interest and the simple interest. So this is 10, and we have divided by multiplied by 100. So we for the calculation of simple interest, we know R, we know T because T is given to be 2 years. R is 10% per annum, and P we have already found from the fact that the compound interest in 2 years at 10% per annum is 525. And since it is asking the simple interest on the same sum for double the time, for double the time, I'm very sorry. It is asking the simple interest on the same sum, so P for double the time, that is 2 into double the time was 2 years, so 2 into 2, double the time and half the rate percent. So half the rate percent, R will be 10 by 2. This okay, so let me do it in a little bit clearer way. So simple interest is, we know, P R T by 100. This will be equal to P is we have found to be, okay, what is P? Let P be like this. Now P, what is R? R is double the time, that is 2 into 2. This is R. And what is T? T is half the rate percent, that is initially the T is given to be R. What I am doing? R is PRT, so R is half the rate percent. So the initial the rate percent is given to be 10, so half the rate means 10 by 2, and T is double the time, so T is given to be 2 years, so 2 multiplied by 2. This is PRT divided by 100. And now if we substitute the value of P, we get okay, let's do a little bit of simplification here. 1 2 gets cancelled, and 10 cancelled, so this becomes twice P divided by 10. This is twice P divided by 10. So this is equal to, now if we put the value of P, this is 2 multiplied by 525 multiplied by 100 divided by 21 multiplied by 10. So 10 cancels 100 with 10, and I guess 21 will divide 525. Let's see, 4, 48, no sorry, 2, 42, and then 10, 5, 10 and 5, so 5, so we have, this is 50 and 500. So the simple interest is rupees 500, and hence the correct choice is B. The correct choice is B. Please note that for compound interest, I'm using my general formula. So if you have not watched the last video in the other playlist, CBSE Maths 8 RS Agarwal, where I've discussed about the general formula to find the compound interest, please watch that. Then only you will understand uh, uh, the solution of for the formula that I'm using to solve the compound interest. Okay, let's do. This was problem number 5. Let's do problem number 6. Uh, the difference in simple interest and compound interest on a certain sum of money for 2 years at 15% per annum is rupees 144. The sum is the difference in simple interest and compound interest on a certain sum of money. So for the calculation of both simple interest and compound interest, the sum is same, the time is same, that is 2 years, and the rate is also same, that is 15%. And also for the compound interest, we will assume it is compounded annually because nothing is told about whether it is compounded annually or yearly or quarterly. So if nothing is said, by default we consider the compound interest is compounded, the interest is compounded annually. Okay. So let the sum be, let the sum be P. Let the sum be P. So we know that simple interest is equal to P R T by 100. So this is equal to P. The rate of interest is given to be 15, and the time T is given to be 2 years, 2 by 100. This is equal to uh, 3 by 10 P. 3 by 10 P, where P we have assumed to be the sum. Now for the compound interest, calculation of the compound interest, first let's see what is the amount. The amount is, so this is for CI. So this is for SI, calculation of SI. Now for CI, compound interest, first we have to see, since by default it is compounded annually, so we can say that U is equal to 12 months. Also R dash is always equal to R when it is compounded annually. So R dash is also equal to 15. And we need small n and a by b, the fraction a by b, that we will get from, so T is given to be 2 years. Now what is T multiplied by 12 divided by U? This is equal to T multiplied by, this is equal to 2 multiplied by 12 divided by 12, this is equal to 2. So this will imply n is equal to 2 and the fraction part a by b is equal to 0. So we know for the compound interest the amount is equal to P multiplied by 1 plus R dash, this is the general formula, whole to the power small n, and then multiplied by 1 plus a by b R dash by 100. Now this becomes P into R dash is 15, so 1 plus 15 by 100, n is 2, and since the fraction part a by b is 0, this whole part will be 1. So 1. This is equal to P multiplied by 15 by 100 can be simplified as 3 by 20 square. So, and 1 plus 3 by 20 is 23 by 20 square. Okay. And so this is this. Uh, so what is a 23 square? So this is uh, 23 square. So this will be by 4. For 20 square is 400 and 23 square is 9 6 6 4 9 12 529. So this is 529. So this is the amount for the compound interest. What will be the compound interest? CI will be equal to amount minus the principal. This is equal to, amount is equal to 529 divided by 400 multiplied by P minus, we have P. This is equal to, if you take P common, 529 by 400 minus 1, this is equal to 129 by 400 multiplied by P. This is the compound interest. Now it is given that the difference in SI and CI. So what is SI? SI was 3 by 10P. SI was 3 by 10P, and the compound interest is 129 by 400. Now, which is bigger, 120 CI or SI? CI or SI? If you multiply SI, the fraction 3 by 10 by 40, both to both numerator and denominator, the numerator will become 3 into 40 is 120, and in the compound interest we have 129. So definitely compound interest is more. So we have CI minus SI is equal to 129 divided by 400 into P minus SI was 3 by 10 P. So this is equal to, let's take P common, and 129 by 400 minus 3 by 10. This after simplification is this after simplification will be 129 minus 40, that is 120, divided by 400. This is equal to 9 by 400 multiplied by P. This is the difference. And what is the value of P? The P, okay, so this is the difference, and the difference is given to be 144. So this implies 9 by 400 multiplied by P is equal to rupees 144. So we have to find the sum, that is, we have to find P, because we have assumed P to be the sum. We have assumed P to be the sum. Okay. So this implies P is equal to 144 multiplied by 400 divided by 9. So 9 will divide 144 with 16, and this is equal to 6400. So the sum is 6400, and hence the correct choice is D. D is the correct choice. Okay, let's do problem number 7. Mr. Rajesh purchased a plot for rupees P and he sold it for rupees 4P after 2 years. Mr. Rajesh purchased a plot for rupees P and he sold it for rupees uh, 4P after 2 years. Find the rate of interest yielded. Find the rate of interest yielded to his uh, rupees P under compound interest. Now, this language is a little complex. It is not really very straightforward, but I guess what the problem is saying is that the Rajesh purchased a plot rupees P, and that rupees P amounted to rupees 4P in 2 years after kind of investment, and so we are asked to find the rate of interest when the interest is compounded annually. So we are having P. So P is P. We are having T is equal to 2 years, and since the interest is under compound interest, which means that by default the compound interest is always annually, that is interests are compounded annually. So we have U equals to 12 months. U equals to 12 months. So R dash, we have to find the rate of interest. Okay, we have to find the rate of interest. So R dash will be equal to R, and what is we have to find a small n and a by b, that will come from T and U. So we have to see what is T multiplied by 12 divided by U, which is T is 2, 12, U is also 12, this is 2. So this implies n is 2 and a by b, the fraction a by b is 0. Now we have to find ultimately the rate of interest. And we can see that the principal was rupees P and the amount was rupees 4P. So the general formula is amount is equal to P multiplied by 1 plus R dash by 100 to the power small n, and 1 plus A by B R dash by 100. Now in this problem, as per the given problem, given information in the problem, the amount is rupees 4P. So we have 4P is equal to P, and R dash is equal to R, which we don't know. We have to find the rate of interest. So let's say it is R by 100, and the n we know is 2, and since the fraction a by b is equals to 0, this part becomes let me quickly put my computer laptop in charge. Okay, so we are having a square. So the third factor in the equation right hand side, since a by b is 0, the third factor will be 1. So we have multiplied by 1. Okay. So this is the formula. So this implies we can cancel P from both sides, and we get 4 is equal to 1 plus R by 100 square. So this implies that 1 plus my laptop has started to hang and I really can't write very fast. So 1 plus R by 100 will be equal to square root of 4, which is equal to 2. So this implies R by 100 is equal to 2 minus 1, which is equal to 1. So this implies R is equal to 100. So the rate of interest is 100% per annum. So the correct choice is B. B is the correct choice. Okay, let's do problem number 8. A certain sum becomes 3 times itself in 4 years at compound interest. Now, whenever you see in the problem, it is given that a sum becomes only the computation of compound interest, or a sum becomes some amount at compound interest, and nothing is said, nothing else is said. You will assume that it is compound, the interest is being compounded annually, that is, you will be 12 months. Okay. So, a certain sum becomes 3 times itself in 4 years at compound interest. In how many years does it become 27 times itself? Okay. So let now when it is asking in how many years does it become, it means the same sum. So let the sum be let the sum be s. So we know that uh, uh, t is given to be 4 years. T for the first for the first information, that is a certain sum becomes 3 times itself in 4 years at compound interest. So we are given t equals to 4 years. We know u will be 12 months. So r dash, when u is equal to 12 months, r dash is always equal to r. Uh, so since r is not given, we will consider r, and the rate of interest is same in both the cases. So r dash is r, and what we need, the small n and the fraction a by b, which will come from t multiplied by 12 divided by u. This is equal to 4 multiplied by 12, u is also 12, so this is equal to 4. So this implies that n is equal to 4 and the fraction a by b is equal to 0. Okay. So now we, for the general formula of compound interest, we know the amount A will be equal to P this is the general formula I am writing, 1 plus R dash by 100 divided to the power small n, and 1 plus A by B R dash by 100. Now, as per the data in this problem, we have assumed the sum to be S, so P will be S, and r dash is r, that is the rate of interest. Even though it is not given, we are assuming the rate of interest to be r. This n is 4 and this part will be 1 because a by b, fraction a by b is 0. So this. Now it is given that a certain sum becomes 3 times itself in 4 years at compound interest. So we can say the a will be 3s. So 3s is equal to s multiplied by 1 plus r by 100 to the power 4. We have this. So this implies we can cancel s from both sides. 3 is equal to 1 plus r by 100 to the power 4. Okay. In how many years does it become 27 times itself? Okay. We are having this. Now, from this equation, we won't be able to solve for r because we can't solve r. So let this be the result 1 or equation 1. We have this. Now it is asking in how many years does it become 27 times itself. So let's say let in t years, let in t years the sum we have assumed to be s. So let in t years s becomes, or it is amounts to, the better term is s amounts to, it is given 27 s. 27 times itself means 27s. Okay. Now we have to find in how many years. So we are assuming let in t years s amounts to 27s at compound interest. At the compound interest and at the same rate, that is r. So this will imply that 27s, if we are using the general formula, let's write the general formula first. P 1 plus r dash by 100 to the power small n 1 plus a by b r dash by 100. So this implies we have the amount will be 27s and p, the principal is s, and the rate of interest will be r. Now, since it is asking in how many years, all the choices are integers. As you can see, the choices are 15 years, 12 years, 36 years, and 21 years. So we can assume that the fraction a by b will be 0. A by b will be 0. So it becomes n. Okay. So from here we can say, if we cancel out s, we get 27 is equal to 1 plus r by 100 to the power n. Then let this be equation 2. Now from equation 1 and 2, we have to find the small n. If we can find the small n, then we can say that the t will be n. T will be equal to n. So the answer will be n years. So we have to find n from small n from the equation 1 and 2. How can we do that? So if we divide, as you can see, the right hand side of both the equation is an exponential term. In equation 1, we are having the power 4 and the base is same, that is 1 plus r by 100. And in equation 2, the right hand side, the power is n and the base is the same, that is 1 plus r by 100. So to solve this kind of equation, you always divide 1 by 2. So from equation 1 divided by equation 2, we get 3 by 27 is equal to 1 plus r by 100 to the power 4 divided by 1 plus r by 100 to the power n. This implies 1 by n is equal to 1 by n is equal to 1 plus r by 100 to the power 4 divided by 1 plus r by 100 to the power n. Now this implies that 1 by n can be written as 1 by n can be written as okay, so now what is 1 plus r by 100 to the power 4? Okay, so from equation 1 plus r by 100 to the power 4 we know is 3. Okay, so from here from equation 1 we are having this 3 equals to 1 plus r by 100 to the power 4. Okay, let's see. So this implies we can say 1 by 9, or we can say 1 by 9 is 9 to the power minus 1. The reciprocal 1 by 9 is reciprocal of 9, and the reciprocal of any number x is denoted by x to the power minus 1. So 9 to the power minus 1 is equal to, we can say, 1 plus r by 100 to the power. Now I'm using some concepts of exponents. I hope you know from the chapter of exponents. You must be familiar with the properties of laws of exponents, that x to the power m divided by x to the power n is equal to x to the power m minus n. I am applying this concept. So the right hand side becomes 1 plus r by 100 to the power 4 minus n. Okay. Now uh, from equation 1, I can also say that 1 plus r by 100 is equal to 3 to the power 1 by 4. 3 to the power 1 by 4, because if I from the equation 1, if I raise both the LHS and RHS, if I take powers of if I take power of 1 by 4 to both the sides of this equation, I will get the LHS will become 3 to the power 1 by 4, and the RHS will become 1 plus r by 10. Now you will understand this if you have if your concept on exponents is clear. So I won't give time in explaining the exponents and laws of exponents. So from equation 1, I hope you will understand that we can say 1 plus r by 10 is equal to 3 to the power 1 by 4. Okay. So I will substitute the value of 1 plus r by 10 as 3 to the power 1 by 4 in this equation. So this is equal to 1 plus r by 100 is 3 to the power 1 by 4, and we have whole to the power 4 minus n. So this becomes, on the right hand side becomes 3 to the power 4 minus n by 4, and on the left hand side 9, the base 9 can be written as 3 square. So we have 3 square whole to the power minus 1 is equal to 3 to the power 4 minus n by 4. Now these are all concept of exponents and how do you solve a variable in this kind of exponential equation. So this implies 3 to the power minus 2 is equal to 3 to the power 4 minus n by 4. Now when we have an equation where both the LHS and RHS are exponents, and the base is same, as you can see in this equation the base is same on the both sides, which is 3, then we will have the power, we can equate the powers will be same. So we can say minus 2 is equal to 4 minus n by 4. Now this is a linear equation in n, we can solve. So this implies minus 8 is equal to 4 minus n. This implies n is equal to 4 plus 8, which is equal to 12. So this implies t is equal to 12 years. T is equal to 12 years, because from the value of t multiplied by u, t multiplied by 12 divided by u, we get the result as in the mixed form n and a by b, and we have already found that since t multiplied by 12, in how many years does it become 27 times itself? Okay, so t equals to 4 years was given for the first case, that is a certain sum becomes 3 times itself in 4 years. Okay, so we have to in how many years does it become 27 times itself? Okay, so since the choices are given to be integers, the t is given to be integers, and we have assumed that after t years, is amounts to 27s, and so and since t is in t must be in years, the t has no fractional part, so obviously a by b will be 0, and the t will be equal to t multiplied by 12, divided by so t multiplied by Okay, t multiplied by 12 divided by u will be equal to n. So I'm sorry, this is wrong. We have got n is equal to 12, that n is equal to 12, that is fine. Now this will imply that t multiplied by 12 divided by u should be equal to 12, because we always express t multiplied by 12 divided by u as the mixed fraction n and a by b. In an a by b, and since a by b will be 0 because all the choices are given as integers. You can see 15 years, 12 years, 36 years, 21 years. So that means that uh, mm, t and the u is also 12, because nothing is told about whether it is compounded annually or quarterly or half yearly. We always assume the it is compounding, interest is compounded annually. So u will be 12. U will be 12. So this is actually uh, t multiplied by 12 divided by u will be t multiplied by 12 divided by 12, which is equal to t, which is equal to t, and t, but this value t multiplied by 12 divided by 12 divided by u, we always express it as n and a by b, so that we get n and a by b, which we need to use in the general formula. But since it is since all the choices are 15 years, 12 years, and 36 years, as we can see that the mixed fraction n and a by b will be equal to t, and t has to be some integers, which means that a by b is 0. A by b is 0 and n will be equal to t. So, uh, so uh, we can say that t will be equal to n, which is equal to 12. So, t is equal to 12 years. T is equal to 12 years. So, the correct choice is B. B is the correct choice. I hope I was able to explain properly why, how come we are getting the result as 12 years. I will explain once more. So in the second case, it is asking in how many years does it become 27 times itself. So we have assumed, let in t years, the amount, the sum that we have assumed to be s amounts to 27x, 27s. So applying the general formula, we get 27s is equal to s multiplied by 1 plus r by 100 to the power n. Now, because this factor will be 1, because we can clearly see that since the choices are all given as integers, 15 years, 12 years, uh, and uh, and obviously the u is 12 months, so t multiplied by 12 divided by u will always be equal to t, which means that n and a by b will always be a integer, since the choices are given as integers. So if n and a by b is an integer, then obviously the fractional part a by b will be 0 and t will be n. So that is why we consider this factor to be 1. So we have this formula, 27s equals to s multiplied by 1 plus r by 100 to the power n, and we are using r. We have also assumed r to be the rate of interest. Even though the rate of interest is not given, we have just assumed it. So from there we solved, we got the equation 2, and using the equation 1 and 2, using the equation 1 and 2, we have solved n to be equal to 12. Now we have already figured it out that for the second case, not second case, yes, for the second case, t will be equal to n, small n. Why? Because we know that t multiplied by u, t multiplied by 12 divided by u, it will be equal to t, and which we will express as n and a by b, and since A by B fraction, we have already figured it out that the fraction part A by B is equal to 0. So we will have T is equal to N. So, and N is already found to be 12. So T will be equal to 12 years. Okay, let's solve question number 9. Raju invested a sum of rupees 5,832 at a rate of n% per annum compounded annually. Find the value of n if you receive the sum of rupees 13,824 after 3 years. So amount is given, T is given to be 3 years, and the sum is principal is also given. So P is given to be rupees 5,832. The rate is given to be n%. We have to find n per annum, and compounded annually means U is given to be 12 months. Now, when it is compounded, interest is compounded annually, we always have R dash is equal to R, which will be equal to small n. Okay. Now we will have some problem because in the R is given as small n, and we also have small n in the general formula. So for the sake of clarity, let's say in the given problem, the rate of interest is given as small r. Let this be small r to avoid any kind of confusion. This is small r, and we have to find the small r. We have to find the value of r. Okay. Now, what will be to find the small n and a by b, the fraction, the whole number n and the fraction a by b, we need to find the value of t multiplied. Okay, so t is also given to be find the value of n. So t is also given to be 3 years. So t multiplied by 12 divided by u is equal to 3 multiplied by 12 divided by 12, which is equal to 3. Now, if t multiplied by 12 by u, this we always express as n, the mixed fraction n and a by b. And if n and a by b is equal to 3, this will imply n is equal to 3 and the fraction part a by b is equal to 0. Okay, so now let's write down the general formula. Amount is equal to P multiplied by 1 plus R dash divided by 100 to the power small n multiplied by 1 plus A by B multiplied by R dash divided by 100. Okay, so we have the value of A. A is given to be 13,824 and P, the initial sum, is given to be 5,832. We will put the values away and be later on. Let's try to simplify the rest of the expression. So R dash is equal to small r by 100 to the power n is equal to 3 and this is equal to 1. Okay, so this is equal to basically P multiplied by 1 plus R by 100 to the power 3. Okay, now let's put the value of A and P. So A is 13824 is equal to P is 5832 multiplied by 1 plus R by 100 whole to the power 3. So this implies 1 plus R by 100 whole to the power 3 is equal to 13824 divided by 5832. Now 13 and 518. So the denominator on the right hand side, the denominator is divisible by 9, and let's see the numerator. The sum of the digit is 4, 12, 14, 18. Okay, so both the numerator and the denominator is divisible by 9. So let's divide by 9. We have 6, 54, 43. So we have 4, 36, 72 and 8. This 1, 48, 48. So 4, 36. Okay, so 1, 5, 32, 3, 27, 54, 6. And this, I guess, is 648, 16, 14. Let's divide by, will you divide by 6? No, it is dividing by 3. Okay, so let's divide by 3. So this is 5, 1, 2, and this is 2, 0. Sorry, 2, 1, and 6. Okay, so we have to find, basically we have to, on the left hand side we are having a cube, an exponential terms with the power 3. So to solve this, to solve the r in the base, we have to convert the right hand side. We have to express the right hand side as an exponential term where the power will be 3. So 512, I guess, is a cube of 8. No, not 8. 64. 64. Yes, 8. 8 cube. And 216 is 6 cube. So this is equal to 8 by 6 cube, or this is equal to 2 by, not 2, 4 by 3 cube. Now we are having in the equation both the LHS and RHS are in exponential form where the powers are same. So we can say, we can equate the base. So we will have 1 plus r by 100 is equal to 4 by 3. So this implies 100 plus r divided by 100 is equal to 4 by 3. This implies, if we do cross multiplication, 3 multiplied by 100 plus r is equal to 400. So this implies 300 plus 3r is equal to 400. So this implies 3r is equal to 100. So this implies r is equal to 100 by 3, which is equal to 33 1 by 3 percentage per annum. So r is 33 and 1 by 3. So the correct choice is A. The correct choice is A. Okay, let's do problem number 10. The simple interest and compound interest on a certain sum for 2 years is 1250 and 1475 respectively. Find the rate of interest. So the rate of interest is same for the simple interest as well as the compound interest. So definitely the compound interest, the interest is compounded annually. So let's find C let's compute the simple interest. So SI, simple interest SI is equal to PRT by 100. So this is the general formula where P is the principal, R is the rate of interest per annum, simple interest per annum, and T is the time in years. So this is equal to the t is given to be 2 years in both the cases. So this will be p we do not know. P we do not know. P is the certain sum which will be same for both computing the SI and CI. So this is, and P and R are same. P and R are same. Okay. So we have and T is also same. T is also same. We have to find the rate of interest. Okay. So we will not actually. Okay. So let's see. For 2 years. Okay. Let's see. This is P. R we don't know. We have to find the rate of interest, and T is given to be 2. We have 100. So this is equal to PR by 50. So this implies the simple interest is given to be 1250. So 1250 is equal to PR by 50. Okay. Now let's see. Let's do the computation for the compound interest. So U, default U will be 12 months. If nothing is said as how the interest is compounded, then we assume it is compounding, interest is compounded annually. So U is 12 months, and R dash, when U is 12 months, R dash is always equal to R, and let's see what is T is T is given to be 2 years. We have to find small n and the fraction a by b from the value t multiplied by 12 divided by u. This is of course equal to t, because this is t multiplied by 12 divided by 12. This is t, which is equal to 2. So this will imply, since we always express how do we find the value of n and so the whole number n and the fraction a by b, which we need in the general formula, we compute small n and a by b from the value of t multiplied by 12 divided by u. So which is coming to be 2. This will imply n is equal to 2 and the fraction part is 0. Fraction part is 0. Now, if we apply the compound, the general formula for the amount for compound interest, we know amount is equal to P. Amount is equal to P multiplied by 1 plus R dash divided by 100 to the power small n multiplied by 1 plus A by B. So this is the general formula of computing the amount for as the compound interest. Okay, so this will be equal to P R dash will be R. So we have 1 plus R by 100, and n is 2, and this part will be 1 because the fraction a by b is equal to 0. So you have multiplied by 1. Okay, so this is equal to basically P into 1 plus R by 100 square. Okay. So we have this. Let this be equation 1. Okay. Now this implies the compound interest. We have the amount for the compound interest is P into 1 plus R by 100 whole square, where capital R is the, we have assumed to be the rate of interest per annum in both the cases, and P to be the sum, the certain sum. Now for the compound, so what will be the compound interest? Then compound interest is equal to A minus P, that is the amount minus the original principal. This is equal to A is P into 1 plus R by 100 square minus P. This is equal to P. If you take P common, this is equal to 1 plus R by 100 square minus 1. Compound interest is this. Now, this part we can further factorize as a square minus b square, using the identity a square minus b square is equal to a minus b multiplied by a plus b. We can say this is equal to 1 plus r by 100 minus 1 multiplied by 1 plus r by 100 plus 1. This is equal to PR by 100 multiplied by 2 plus R by 100. Now PR by 100 we already know the value from the equation. We can find the value of PR by 100 from the equation 1, because what is happening? Sorry friend, my machine is behaving very weirdly. So from equation 1 we can say that this implies if you divide both sides by 2, we will get 1250 by 2 is equal to PR by 100. PR by 100. So PR by 100 is equal to 1250 by 2. So that value we will use in this equation. So this becomes 1250 by 2, and we have 2 plus R by 100. So this is the compound interest, and which is given to be equal to 1475. So we can say 1475 is equal to 1250 divided by 2 and multiplied by 2 plus R by 100. Okay. So this will imply that 2 plus R by 100 is equal to 1475 multiplied by 2 divided by 1250. Okay. Let's simplify the right hand side. 2 divides 1250 with 625, and 625, let's divide by 25. 25 will 25 divide 1475? 25 into 5 is 125. 125. So 125, 22, 225. Okay. Let's divide by 5. 125. This is 295. 525, 559. 59. Okay, so this is equal to 59 by 25. 2 plus R by 10 is equal to 59 by 25. So this implies R by 100. So this is, now we have a linear equation in R, we can find R. So R by 100 is equal to 59 by 25 minus 2. This is equal to If you simplify, this will become 9 by 25. So this implies R is equal to 100 multiplied by 9 by 25. So this is equal to 36. So R is 36% per annum. So the correct choice is A. Correct choice is A. So with this, it comes to an end in solving the 10 good problems of the set 1 on the chapter of compound interest. I hope these problems will give you a good practice of your understanding of the concepts of compound interest. So far, I have discussed in the other channel, in the other playlist, that is CBSE Maths 8 R.S. Agarwal. And I will also come up with more sets of this kind of problems on the compound interest. So please keep an eye on this playlist, that is CBSE Maths 8 Hot. So if this video was beneficial, please like it, share it with your friends, and also support me by subscribing to my channel, and do not forget to press the bell icon so that you will be notified by my future videos. In the other playlist, CBSE Maths 8 R.S. Agarwal, I will continue with the discussion of compound interest. The next topic will be what are the applications of compound interest in real life, in real life, in real life scenarios, like how it is used in banks, in the population, and there are some more applications. I will discuss that. So that is all for this video. Thanks for watching, and until the next video, take care and bye.